contact economic development, because I know that, they have resources that oftentimes we don't know about. They're offering events. Sometimes they have funding. They have programs.
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black
Wall Street.
Black Wall Street. When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black.
Welcome. It is the 87th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. A huge thank you to our sponsors, the COO team and Mrs. Lori Ruffin, Milestone Mental Health Agency. As we are continuing in our efforts to spotlight Black-owned businesses. In fact, this is Volume 2 of our Best in Black Business series. As we know, our businesses are hardest hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and many are asking, where are the Black-owned businesses? I want to support them. So I want to urge you to download the Black Brand app. It is available on Apple as well as Android platforms, and new businesses are being added daily. So excited to announce again, the Black Brand app is available on Apple as well as Android platforms. It is a free download, and new businesses are being added daily. Also, I want to urge you to pay close attention to our Facebook page. Lots of people are asking, what's next? What's happening beyond the protest? Where are the efforts to organize in our community? So visit the page often for information on our 150-year planning process. We will be hosting a series of listening sessions that we hope that you will tune into. So I'm excited. Joining us first today is Mr. Brian Owens. Brian is a Virginia Beach-raised creative and business professional with a passion for the people. Owens has been a professional musician and music business strategist for over a decade. He has spearheaded an international tour through Asia and has led production teams serving globally known musicians. His band, The Special Guest, has been especially impactful in the 757 by raising money for Hampton Roads-based charitable causes, working with local business owners, playing shows at the Norva, and opening First Fridays on Granby Street. Owens is Chief Communications Officer and co-founder of the neuroscience-based music tech startup Secret Chord Laboratories, which we will be talking about extensively today. By leveraging his business and personal network of established producers and Billboard charting musicians, Owens strengthens CSL's access to the music industry. He's responsible for fundraising, establishing and growing strategic partnerships, developing a company strategy, and communications, both internal and external. Brian Owens is an ambassador for cognitive neuroscience and music technology and serves as one of the Secret Chord Laboratories spokesmen. He's led communications teams of multiple political campaigns in Virginia, including the successful campaign of Jessica Owens for Virginia Beach School Board. Through his knowledge of branding and culture, and by speaking out political and civic events, including NAACP meetings and other community organizations on behalf of the candidates. His focus in these political campaigns was always access, inclusion, and education. Brian has served as a mentor in his community and in local elementary schools, Green Run and SeaTac, teaching self-discipline and self-education. Owens currently manages the music career of 19-year-old Virginia Beach-based soul singer, I don't want to ruin this, Shaolin, who just released her debut album and made a splash by winning a celebrity-hosted singing competition sponsored by P. Diddy. Welcome to the show, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for that wonderful intro. And yeah, you got it right. Her name is Shaolin.
Wow. First time. Awesome. Hey, Brian, what an incredible bio to be able to share today. Just very grateful to have you and grateful for the work that you are doing. I want to focus specifically on Secret Chord Laboratories. Amazing. Talk to us just about the inspiration behind the company and what you're looking to do with the technology.
Sure. The inspiration behind Secret Chord Laboratories is really the love of music and the love of the power, the transformative power of music to bring people together. I guess that really manifested itself when my co-founder, Dr. Scott Miles, was working on his PhD dissertation at Georgetown. He was trying to answer the question, how do patterns of sound create pleasure in the brain? So how do you go from music out in the world to pleasure in your brain, dopamine reaction, which allows you to feel pleasure? It was that research that really was the core of our technology. What we're doing now is we're using the insights that we found from that research and from our cognitive neuroscience research in music, and we're creating software that will model the brains of targeted audiences. So that means my co-founders, they use their neuroscience expertise to figure out what's going on when the brain hears music and how that affects your mood and enjoyment. And we're recreating that in software using artificial intelligence for actual artificial intelligence.
Wow. Phenomenal. I am looking at your website. Super excited to see that you have partnered inside the industry already, even as you are kind of building out. Very, very, very exciting. So talk to us kind of about the process. Where are you now with regard to the business? I know that there's a capital raise involved. Can you share some of those details?
Yeah, 100%. We are still in our seed round of funding. That's where we are as far as our capital raise. We recently closed a pretty substantial investment, bringing our total, what we've raised till now, to $500,000. We're looking to raise $1.5 million. As far as where we are with the technology, we're starting beta tests in the summer. So the technology is not out and available, but we will be beta testing with our industry partners. This is important for a multitude of reasons, but two very specific reasons is, one, we want to be able to test our tech in the actual marketplace. We have proven these theories within scientific experiments, and we have tested using real music. Now we're going to test in the marketplace. And secondly, just building that relationship with our industry partners, building it in a beta test way, will be able to strengthen those relationships when it's actually time for our tech to go to market, and these could be our possible first future clients.
Wow. I'm excited. Incredible. And I wanted to kind of have this conversation again very transparently, because I know that most of our business is not situated sort of in the tech realm, And then the other side of it is, when we talk fundraising, we typically think nonprofit. And so to say, I've raised $500,000 of the first $1.5 million, that's pretty significant. We're not obviously talking about the nonprofit world. And so I just wanted you to kind of give voice to that part of the experience regarding getting something of this magnitude off the ground. I know that you've been involved with accelerators. Can we talk about, just give us kind of baseline definition, what is an accelerator, and then talk about your experience with business accelerators?
Sure. So an accelerator is an organization that is designed to help startups grow into fully formed businesses. Some accelerators will start working with startups in the idea phase. Some accelerators will start in the prototype phase. Other accelerators need to see revenue, but their whole organization is designed to be able to help the entrepreneur and grow the startup. The accelerator programs that we've been involved with have been super helpful in every aspect, from gaining these industry partners to learning where the fundraising resources are, and most importantly, to be put face-to-face with decision makers in the industry that we're going after, a process called customer discovery, being able to put hundreds of hours into asking record executives exactly what their days are like and where technology could be helping and where it's lacking. The specific accelerators that I'm referring to, we were accepted into a Google accelerator program called Project Music. It's based in Nashville, Tennessee. Me and my co-founders would live in Nashville 1 week of every month for about a year. We worked out of their offices, which is the Entrepreneur Center, and they were extremely helpful in being able to connect us with executives and experts to do customer discovery with, and helpful in connecting us with mentors, which mentorship is, to me, like the biggest game changer in really whatever you're doing, but especially in business. The second accelerator that we were accepted into, I'm actually doing right now. It's called California. They are based in Belgium. We would be there right now if it wasn't for COVID. They're a music tech accelerator, specifically focused on music tech, and they're backed by Universal Music Group, which gives us just unparalleled access to Universal's digital team and some of their greatest business minds. And looking forward into the future, we have applied to a local accelerator called 757 Accelerate. This one I'm super excited about because I'm a 757 kid. I've been raised here my whole life, and I definitely want to make an impact in my area. But unlike the first two accelerators, the California and the Google accelerator, the 757 Accelerate not only will help us with fundraising resources, but if we're accepted, they will also fund $20,000 in non-dilutive investment. Non-dilutive, of course, for everyone out there, meaning that they will invest that money and not take equity in return.
Fantastic. Man, if you just tuned in, this is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, interviewing the awesome Brian Owens, having a conversation now about his work through the Secret Chord Laboratories. I am on California's website, right? I'm just looking at the image here on the homepage. What would you say has been the representation in terms of our community inside these accelerator programs? Do these seem to be opportunities that we're taking advantage of? Do we know about them? What's your read on our participation?
Okay, so for the Google for Startups Accelerator Program, Project Music, it was probably the same amount of representation that you would see in any tech conference or any tech organization, which is low. Yeah. We're not really there. Oftentimes when I'm at the events, I'm the only one there, or maybe one or two of us, and we're super noticeable. Not inconspicuous. It's something that everybody realizes, whether it's spoken about or not. And it has to do with not only us not taking advantage of those opportunities, but not even really being exposed to those opportunities to be able to be in a position to take advantage of it. And then even if you were exposed to that, there is, for the Google Accelerator, there was a financial cost of flying to Nashville once a month to stay out there for a week, staying in an Airbnb for a week in Nashville. And the Google Accelerator was also, you paid a little bit into it in order to have access to all their resources and be a part of the program, which was extremely valuable. But once again, these are barriers that hold a lot of respect.
Yeah. And then too, part of the conversation that I'm always having is bridging that gap in terms of our development of innovative businesses, and that's something that I'm hopeful that you're going to help us to close, right? Just simply by having these conversations more. You know what I mean? I think
that's important to me. That's important to me to help close some of those gaps.
Yeah. We're going to put together something too. I know we are. just to get that dialogue going. I know there's a gap there, and it looks like we have what's necessary to fill that gap. So I'm excited to be able to do that. You sent an incredible document a little bit ago, just talking about some of the accomplishments of Secret Chord Laboratories, the first part of the year. And I would that you would just sort of share with us some of the highlights. I mean, I know that there have been lots of different appearances, and I know that you've been working on your patents and things like that. What would you kind of share about this process?
Yeah, sure. So there have been a lot of highlights for this first quarter of the year. So just to quickly go over some, as you previously mentioned, we secured our first major industry partnerships that will allow us to both validate our tech and develop our first shareable use cases of the tech. We brought on a new head of product and development, Vidya Rasangai. She has really just accelerated our team. She has experience in YouTube music, Amazon music. She has experience leading teams of engineers, and the tech that we're developing is extremely sophisticated and takes intense machine learning engineering. Also, like you said, you mentioned the patent. We completed a draft of our utility patent on some of the features of our technology. And in addition to that, we worked out a deal with Georgetown University, which is where some of the original ideas were developed. And Georgetown University is assigning us the rights to the patent, the provisional patent that they filed on the technology that we developed there. So that means we'll have 100% ownership of it. That was really big for us. And then, wow, thank you so much. And then, just getting out there, becoming thought leaders, and just spreading the word. We have some really interesting things happening in the media. My co-founder, Dr. David Rosen, published some research that was picked up by Ars Technica, Fast Company, Psychology Today, a lot of recognizable media, and that also the research that we've developed and just our presence within the music industry causes us sometimes to be invited to host industry events. We spoke at the NAMM conference, which is one of the biggest music merchant conferences on Earth, and we were scheduled to speak at a lot of other places, but unfortunately COVID has kind of slowed that up.
Yeah. We've got about 2 minutes remaining, minute and a half. I wanted that, when I'm looking at sort of these highlights and I'm thinking about the big picture conversation that we're having, it sounds to me like you are a part of an amazing team. What could you just say kind of in closing about the importance of being an awesome team player, right? And then to building a team as it relates to building a big business.
This is what my personal experience is, so this is what I'll suggest. When you meet people in your journey of life and you feel like someone is sharp and they kind of got it, stay in contact with those people. Those are going to be the people that you'll build things with. My partner, Dr. Scott Miles, I met him at a telemarketing spot. We both really loved analyzing music.
Wow.
He was not doing much. He was not in school. He was really really unfocused at that time. And then later on in life, he just really became focused on this core idea about how the brain interprets music, and went and got his PhD. And at the end of it, we started a company together.
I think that's sound advice, pun intended, right? Thank you so much for your time today, Brian. I know, like we talked about, you've got some incredible things on the horizon, so I want to go ahead and get you scheduled to come back. Just want to be a part of your journey in as many ways as we can. And again, I want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to sharing again soon, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And if anybody wants to reach out, they can email me directly, Brian at secretchordlaboratories.com. Or if you just want to learn more about what we're doing at Secret Chord, you can go to doper.com. That's DOPR.com. Whether you're a musician or you want to invest or you want to find out how you can work with us in other ways, I'm the communications officer, so please communicate with me.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Awesome. I'll make sure I highlight those things again at the bottom of the show as well. This has been great talking to you.
Live from the Smooth 88.1 studios on the campus of Hampton University.
Excellence is being able to perform at a high level for a long period of time.
The next level success is just a step away. Stay tuned. Black Wall Street Today will be right back after a word from our underwriting sponsors.
When the conversation is good and the friends are even better, you'll find a wine that brings it all together. Shoe Crazy Wine. Remember that name. Shoe Crazy Wine. Available at Costco, Kroger, and these other fine retailers.
We know you love jazz music, so let's try some jazz music with a little R&B flavor. Baby, baby, I'm falling in love. You got me falling in love. You make me. What about some jazz music with a little trap flavor? Jazz and Caribbean. Hey, we mix it up. So, online, look for Grandpa Crunk and enjoy the great jazz music. Grandpa Crunk. Jazz music. Hey, this is Seiko, DJ Seiko Varner, the producer of this podcast. So when I'm not producing podcasts, I'm actually DJing wedding receptions, corporate events, proms, other formals, and I would love to take care of your special event. So our company is Positive Vibes Incorporated, www.positivevibes.net. That's www.positivevibes.net. We've been performing for over 25 years, and we would love to bring our expertise and our fun to your special event. Positive Vibes Incorporated, www.positivevibes.net. Peace and prosperity.
Can I have your attention for a moment? Listen.
And now, more Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham on Smooth 88.1 WHOV.
Welcome back. It's the 87th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. I'm super excited. This is the Best of Black Business Volume 2, and now we are featuring Miss Becky Styles. Combine beauty, intelligence, and determination, and you have Becky Styles, Norfolk, Virginia native. After completing coursework in business and mass communications at Norfolk State University, she ventured forward in a cosmetology career to become a premier stylist in Hampton Roads, boasting over 25 years of cosmetology mastery. Becky has studied under major companies such as Paul Mitchell, Matrix, and Influence Hair Care, and wears many hats as state board examiner, educator, master wigtician, stylist, and now new business owner. To a very innovative business concept, TANGLeS, Fancy Wigs and Hair Boutique. It's Hampton Roads' first and only commercial hair salon. And we'll talk more about what that means. He perfectly combines professional beauty services and necessary commercial hair replacements. Couple of honors here. Becky Styles was awarded the 2019 AACCS Community Service Award, Eye of the Artist, given by the City of Norfolk. TANGLeS Wig Boutique was named City of Norfolk Pitch Competition winner in 2019. And she was recently voted New Business on the Rise 2020 during Women's Empowerment Month. Welcome, Becky. How are you?
I am doing wonderful and blessed. How are you?
I'm doing well. It feels like this conversation has been in the making for such a long time. I'm very glad to have you on the show today.
I know. I'm super excited.
Congratulations to you. So talk to me about what distinguishes TANGLeS from other beauty salons. How are you different?
I am different. First, let me explain. TANGLeS is a wig boutique. Unlike a beauty supply store, we offer services and we cater to necessary hair replacements. We don't just sell wigs. Commercial hair is a necessary hair replacement to people who may be suffering trauma, may have been burned. They may be going through cancer. So we replace hair for people who necessarily need it, not just for vanity's sake.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. So you do both. So you sell wigs and then you also are providing the services as well.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And so this concept, how did you kind of happen upon the idea that this is something that you would start?
Well, so over the past 15 years, I have solely been working in the medical wig business, seeing that I work with a lot of people who lose their hair through medical treatments, maybe cancer or something such as that. And I realized that they needed more privacy and respect because it's a stigma that comes when you lose your hair. You know, your hair is kind of like a calling card. If it's messy or disheveled, you know, your parents being one way, it is needed to be together. So a lot of traditional hair salons don't offer that privacy or have the knowledge of the product that they're using. So sometimes it gives people a natural look. So at TANGLeS, I dispel that stigma because you're free to take your hair off without everybody God and like, oh my God, what happened to her? You know.
Wow.
And it's very personal. It's a very personal thing. So with working with wigs, I realized that those customers, they still deserve the necessary professionalism. They still deserve that one-to-one without feeling ashamed because it's a shame that comes with that. Mm-hmm. So at TANGLeS there, you know, you can feel free about it. You can cry about it. You know, I'm there to help you, you know, put your hair back in place because a lot of people don't realize when people have cancer, they still have to go to work. Mm-hmm. They still have to get up and put their stuff together in the morning. So I am the in-between of helping you figure out what you need to do to give you back your confidence that face that day. And I love it, love it, love it. And that's what I do.
What a concept. What a concept. I definitely sense the care and concern in your voice. You know, this does not sound like a business that you started because you thought you were going to get rich. This sounds like something that, you know, really a void that you saw in the marketplace and a need that you knew that you could fill with that, with the care that needs to come along with it. I love it. What a concept.
Where it came from, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I realized that, and with a lot of the people that I have met, it brings me to some truly remarkable women. I have met some truly remarkable women in Hampton Roads. Even with my reach, I've been blessed. I've been taking care of people in North Carolina and as far as like Currituck, they've been coming to see me, so I've been blessed. I told myself, if I only have one hair comb, I'm going to start my business, but I'm going to make it work. And I've been in business almost 2 years.
Wow. Congrats to you.
Thank you.
And so, of course, you know, a big thing that we like to do on the show is really talk about the story. You know, we can go to your website and we see something that is very polished. I know if we come into your salon, into your boutique, we'll have a polished experience. But that's the front side, right? And then there's sort of the backstory. Talk to us about just a little bit about, your experience. How has it been really getting the business off the ground? Where have you found support in terms of the funding that you may have needed or the marketing tools that you may have needed?
Well, Blair, I will say initially I had worked in different commercial hair salons, getting my training, and being fed up but not being able to move forward. When I hit that brick wall and felt myself spinning, I said, this is it, and I don't care if I don't have but one hair comb. I'm getting up out of here, because the same way I can make money for you, I got enough knowledge and a gift from God, I can do this for myself.
Sure.
So, and doing that, the months preparing, I spent my own money. I bought my own supplies, and I found my own space. But I do go through the support of economic development in the city of Norfolk. They have gave me a tremendous help far as putting me into the right resources as far as showing me how to market my business online, making my business more visual. I do a lot of community service. I also am a chief executive to the city of Norfolk for the city election.
Okay.
So I put myself out there. I have partners. Sometimes I volunteer my services, go to the community hospital, and I just started from ground up. I learned marketing and budgeting through working for someone else. I took that knowledge that I put towards them, and I put it towards myself and created me a business plan. Economic development helped me with that.
Okay.
I recently, through you, I learned different opportunities through the SBA.
Great.
So I have been going to a lot of classes online through them, and I also reached out at ODU's Women in Entrepreneurial Center. So with working with those organizations taught me and brought me where I am now, even diversifying my business through COVID-19.
Yeah. I want to ask you more about diversifying your business, but I do want to highlight something that you said. I really believe that the local economic development is an underutilized resource in our community. I urge business owners all the time, contact economic development, because I know that, they have resources that oftentimes we don't know about. They're offering events. Sometimes they have funding. They have programs, and they have expertise. And so I'm glad to hear that, that you had a great experience working with the city of Norfolk. So let's talk about that. So how have you had to pivot a little bit? What kinds of changes have you had to make, and what kinds of maybe new products and services are you offering in light of the fact that we are experiencing the pandemic?
Well, right now, I am strictly going by appointment only, because I am a specialized boutique, not a traditional hair salon. A lot of my clients are medically necessary, so they are really self-quarantining and not coming out. So I'm doing more drop-off service now if they still need their fittings and things like that. Marketing more so now online. I just opened an online beauty supply, so my customers can still get the adequate things that they need and don't have to come out, and it can be delivered directly to your door.
An online beauty supply.
Yes, ma'am. So if they need their attachments or their adhesives, or they want a new wig or something like that, they can order online. It can be shipped to the store. I know how you like your hair, so I can style your hair. That's the good thing about a wig, because you don't have to sit still to get your hair done. You can drop your hair off, do what you got to do, and come on back. And you're ready for the party. Yeah, you don't think of it like that.
So let me just clarify. So you offer some services by appointment, but I can come in and shop
privately. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You'll come in and shop privately.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you are really just open by appointment then, is what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Just by appointment.
I love it. And so if I wanted to make an appointment with you, what would I need to do?
You could reach out to me on Facebook. My phone number locally is 757-510-7603. You can make an appointment. You can call me. Text. I'm on Instagram, Any kind of social media that you can think of, but
what are your social media handles for those?
My social media is TANGLeS Fancy Wig Boutique online.
Okay. And Fancy Wig Boutique online. Okay, go ahead.
And I am Becky Styles, a Maven style at maven.com. I have wigs there. I have hair there. I have different services that I offer. Everything on Instagram is TANGLeS Custom Wig Salon.
Okay. TANGLeS Custom Wig Salon.
And that's on Instagram. So any type of social media, you can contact me. And again, my phone number, you can contact me directly by 757-510-7603.
Fantastic. Hey, this has been great. I certainly want to extend an open invitation for you to come back. Would love to share as you grow. Thanks so much for the time.
So much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. I have a couple of announcements that I want to make prior to closing the show for today. Virginia Wesleyan University is still offering free online courses, and I've been meaning to highlight this information for the last couple of weeks, but we have run out of time. They are offering, it looks like, about 10 different classes, and if you sign up for those classes by June 30th, you'll have 90 days access to self-paced training in any of the following areas. They have courses on creating web pages, courses on creating WordPress websites, courses on the fundamentals of supervision and management, 12 steps to a successful job search, keys to effective communication, managing customer service, marketing your business on the internet, personal finance, small business marketing on a shoestring, and individual excellence. So I certainly want to urge you, if you know you need to take some courses, there's never been a better time, free education via Virginia Wesleyan University. You can get that information by visiting, just Google Virginia Wesleyan free courses. It will pop right up. I also want to urge you, too, if you're a business owner and you are still needing funding, the Small Business Administration has new programs to assist you, new ways to match you with community development financial institutions to ensure that you're getting the resources that you need. Again, we're on a time crunch, so 6 more days to be able to apply for these funds, but they're providing more assistance for you to have access to them. So visit the SBA website, right, to learn about the new lender match program. This has been a phenomenal show. I am super, super grateful. I want to thank our first guest, Brian Owens of Secret Chord Laboratories. He does represent the communications department. So if you've got questions for Brian, if you're interested in partnering with Secret Chord, perhaps you want to invest in the company, I want to urge you to contact him directly at 757-618-1115. A special thank you to Apex Financial Group of Virginia for sponsoring our show and for the nuggets that were provided during our #Money Talk segment. And also to our final guest, Becky Styles. Thank you so much for the incredible work that you're doing through the TANGLeS Wig Boutique. Look forward to having you back on the show. Thanks all for tuning in to Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham, where we're building minds, building connections, and forging the path ahead toward business success in the Black community. We'll talk next week.
Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram, and then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said and I will continue to say that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party.
Phenomenal. Hey, yo, when I say black, you say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. When I say black, you say Wall Street. Black.